there we go. Now I'm live. Sweet, everything's working. Hello, hello. Welcome. As for today, gonna continue working on this awesome sushi plate, which I'm really excited where it's going. So today should be good and chill and just hanging out and painting. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna continue going around the plate. I'm kind of excited about this little piece of um, shrimp, so I think I'm gonna continue with starting today's stream with working on the shrimp. Should be fun. It'll be good. It looks like though for the shrimp, it's gonna be a lot of like oranges, but it's kind of like a salmony kind of orange, so it's gonna have a tad of pink. So I'm gonna have to mix a few new colors. Yeah, so let me get that. I'm not going anywhere. Just gonna get some more yellow. Oh, hello, people! Hi, Win! And I see, oh my gosh, Hero Croc, you're here too. You're up late or early, but hello, it's good to see you here. We got Isaac. Hi, Isaac. And we got Nacho. Hello, Nacho. How is everyone doing? It was so funny how I don't know if my chat slightly lagged or something because it's like no one was there, no one was there, and then suddenly you all popped up at once. So I don't know if you all typed at once or if it lagged my end, which anyway, however it happened, that was funny. Up late. I see. Hold on. I'm like trying to get this yellow work at the end of the tube here. What is going on? Hero Croc, I see that you're up late. Well, no worries. Well, I'm glad that I know it's so funny about the time difference. Just think of it. Nice, Isaac, having a chicken parmesan sandwich. That sounds good. Sounds like a good lunch. Oh, Hero Croc, don't apologize. You're all good. You are good. I know that the time difference is very weird, so no worries at all. Yeah, you get a pass. Good. I'm glad you're doing all right, Lynn. I know. Sounds good. Chicken sandwich. All right, what was I doing? I was like talking and I was like, wait, I had a phone. So for the pink, I'm not gonna, of the shrimp, since it isn't really pink or salmon, it's just kind of has like that essence to it, to the orange. It's not like a bright pumpkiny orange. I don't want to stay away from that. So instead of, I'm afraid of making it too pink. I don't know. I might do some experimenting here because I was thinking about either adding this cadmium red or maybe sticking with my normal permanent rose. Maybe I should stick with my permanent rose. I don't want it to be too pink. So let's see. We'll see what I do. What ends up being. That's what it takes sometimes. It's like there's a lot of experimenting with colors. I'm gonna move this aside, put my palette here. You finally have your own room. That's awesome, Hero Croc. Heck yeah, I bet that feels good to finally have your own space, your room. That's fun, that's awesome. Yay! Get to decorate it your own way. Get to have everything you want in a certain way be there, and I'm gonna add some burnt umber as well for the shadow. A lot of colors today, I know. Ooh, you got your setup too in your own room? Awesome. That's awesome, Hero Croc. All right. So, oh, I don't know why I did that. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna start with our orangey kind of color for the shrimp, which yes, I'm gonna remake some of the like the true orange, which is more like orange and yellow. And then we're gonna make more of like a salmon-y kind of orange color too. I know my palette looks super full again. I'll let all these colors dry out and clean them up again. So I got like the orange side of this good. Now let's make the more pinky orange. Grab some white. Where could I actually like fit this? Because I want to keep these the way that they are. Sometimes I look at my palette and I'm like, I need two palettes. I could stick it here. Mixing colors. And sometimes I can just spend a while mixing all my colors before I even start painting. I'll be here for a minute. Grabbing some pink, grabbing some yellow. All right, see, there we go. See, we have more of like this salmony pink color, which I'm going to use little hints of in the shrimp mixed in with the orange colors that I just mixed here too. So I'm going to clean my palette knife. Put my tray aside. And then bring back my canvas. And flip it around. All right, I'm trying to figure out what can I put as the best angle for me to work and you to work, or you to see. I think this will be good. Like this. There we go. You can see it good, what I'm doing. And I'm looking for a fairly thin brush. I have something thinner, but this one should work just fine. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with like just some pure white to start off this highlight right here. I'm gonna first do my highlights, and then I'll go in with the next lightest color, which might be too orange. Yeah, it's very orange. That's okay. I'm gonna just use it for the shadows, and I'll blend it in with the white. I have a plan here. Uh-oh, what went on? Sorry, I missed some messages. Oh man. Yeah. I feel you win. Spam calls suck. Well, at least it's like easy just to hang up on them, right? Yeah, I don't like spam calls. They are annoying. And I see a fuzzy here. A hair. A hair from the animal ears that I've been making. I actually have been putting the ears on hold for a minute just because I've been painting and I've also working on my next cosplay, so the ears are on a brief hold, but I'll be having some shows come up soon, so well, not that soon. I'm on the wait list for a couple that are soon. And just in case if I get in, hopefully I do. I want to have an inventory of ears. So once my cosplay's done, I should get back into the ear factory world. Oh, I see when. Oh, that sucks that pauses the stream. I guess. Aw. And yes, all the ears, all the animal, the little cosplay ears. Which I'm also really excited. I got tails done, so made some tails, made some ears. Once it gets cooler, I have plans for making horns. And I'm waiting for it to get cooler because I'm planning on making those out of like the EVA foam. So I do all that work outside because it's so messy. Hey, it's Ant Gamer. Hi, Ant Gamer. How you doing? There you go, risen from the ashes, just like a phoenix. Hello, hello. Yeah, just having a chill day painting today. Um, I'm hoping to get at least 2 rolls done in today's stream. Um, so this little shrimp, which I knew was going to take some time because I really wanted to like focus in on the details of this one. So I kind of knew it was going to take like I was going to spend my time on this one. And hopefully I can get to one of the other rolls next today too. So that is today's goal. 2 sushi rolls. Yeah, doing good, Ant Gamer. Just yeah, just chilling. Just chilling and working on this piece. Yeah, so I was also thinking on near future projects and um I know it sounds crazy to think about October and Halloween, but I'm starting to plan things and thinking if I should do some like Halloween themed streams, maybe if you're all interested, um because I know it feels too early to think about that stuff, but I have to start planning it like now. But would you all be interested in maybe it seemed like everyone was pretty interested in the Halloween market that I sketched up a while ago, but maybe painting actually bringing it back out and painting it maybe as a possibility, or maybe diving more into cosplay, because like Halloween, dressing up, easy costumes you could easily make. I don't know. What are all your opinions on it? What do you think? Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm behind on messages here. I see what you said, Ant Gamer. Uh, why are you painting your food? I know, right? It's just sauce. You know what's funny? I actually have painted with food before. I painted with beet juice once, and it was like a watercolor. It was really fun. Um, so yes, you can actually paint with food. It was interesting. Yeah, I Halloween is fun. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, so it sounds like everyone is interested in maybe like a little more Halloweeny themed streams during the month of October. All right, all right. Sounds like all right. I'm happy that everyone likes this idea. All right, I'm gonna have to come up with some things then beyond just the little market. I don't know. I'll think of something entertaining, something fun to do. Aw. I think that's sweet when. All right. I'll we'll make that a birthday present. Part of a birthday present. That won't be the full thing. Really? Really, Aunt Gamer? What the heck? Well, it sounds like you were being creative. That's too bad that the art teacher didn't see your creativity, your creative vision. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I've ever worked with food inside of like an art class before. I think the closest thing was like in kindergarten when we did those like macaroni art things. Hey, it's Hannah Pilot. Hi, Hannah Pilot. How are you? It's been a little bit, has it? Or has it just been that I've been off stream? Hi. Oh, you've been lurking. Okay, I read the your two messages, Hannah Pilot, as like I read the bottom one first, then the top one. So, oh well, even if you're lurking, all is good. Yeah, I don't mind. All anyone here hanging out is all good to me. However you wish to hang out. There's absolutely nothing wrong with lurking, or if you want to do the exact opposite and chat a lot, all's good. Just happy to hang out with everyone and do some art. Yeah, and like always, if you have a project too you want to work on and like work on your art alongside me, you're more than welcome to. Or if you just want to watch, you can just watch. I don't mind, whatever you want to do. So as you can see, going back to this, the attention back on the little shrimp, I'm adding in that kind of like orange pinky color in right here, and I'm kind of like color blocking. And then I add in my medium orange and then my dark orange, which I'll get here, and then it'll create the shadow. There we go. And I'm gonna grab, I was like, why is it not blending? And I realized I was trying to blend the paint into dry paint. Yet, so that doesn't work out so well when you take wet oil paint and try to blend it into dry oil paint. Nope, doesn't work. It's not like watercolors, where watercolors you can kind of, even if it's dry, you can reactivate the paint just a little bit. Not for oils or acrylics in that matter. There we go. Ooh, nice, Hannah Pilot. Vacations sound nice. Aw. Oh. I so tanned. Yeah, I get really tan easily. That's what's so funny about me. So I've been going to the pool every day this summer, and yeah, I tan very easily. So it's kind of funny the contrast. It's so weird little fact about me. It's a totally useless fact. I actually have two kinds of I have in my makeup collection. I have two concealers colors. I have one that's slightly lighter and one that's slightly darker because in the summertime I tan so much that my winter concealer no longer matches my skin tone. So I have to have two separate, one for winter and one for summer. Yep, that's me. My great grandfather on my mom's side was 100% Greek. So that's where the olive, easily tan skin comes from. So, yeah. Ooh, Win, you looked into some Bobby cosplays? Yeah, yes, please, please cosplay Bobby. That would be so fun. Yeah, he looks like an easy character to cosplay and comfortable, and especially that like the jacket you showed me that you use for, is the character's name Wildcard? I'm sorry if I messed up his name, but the one with the mask, I think it's Wildcard. Yeah, honestly, and use what you yeah, use some things that you have already. I think that'd be fun. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, now I got it. Just from what's going on, I have an idea. Um so I know I've talked about this on stream, but or maybe not. Maybe I have, but the idea that I want to one day create some K-pop Demon Hunter um fan art where Huntrix is on stage and in the crowd you can see like other demon hunters from other universes. That might be funny to also add in supernatural people. I'm not very familiar with supernatural, just a tad, because I have friends like when it was hyped, I had some friends who loved it, and oh my gosh, that was funny. I remember at that time I was working doing henna art, and one of the my coworkers at the time, she actually went to Fan Fusion at uh she went to Fan Fusion, and they had a booth there doing henna art, and there was some supernatural symbols that she said she was just doing all day on people. Like, no one wanted traditional henna art, everyone wanted the supernatural, um and symbols. And I'm just sharing this because that's my extensive knowledge of it. I don't know much else about supernatural. But I might have to do some research now and add them to the crowd of the Demon Hunters concert. Demon Hunter special concert. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it sounds like everyone likes this concept, likes this idea. Well, if you all approve, I trust all of your judgments. That might have to be a fun gosh, that would be a lot of work. That would be a lot of work to do a painting like that with all the detail and all the different characters. You have to be a big canvas too. But I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I think people, well, it sounds like you're all excited already about it, so you're getting me excited. I kind of want to make this happen, possibly. Yes. Oh my gosh. Not sure if I said this, but can I explain? Sure. You can explain it. But oh, sorry, I'm like reading messages too backwards again. I have to remember it goes from this way to this way, not to this way to this way, or it goes not up. Anyways, sorry, I had a fairy moment. Um, but yeah, I know I gotta add like everyone too, and I agree with you, Nacho. I could see Dante uh from Devil May Cry being a huge Huntrix fan. I would have him like if I was to do this painting, I would 100% have Dante like with like a Huntrix shirt, but of course his like red coat, glow sticks, and like him holding up a sign of like Mira or something, and him like crying like and the sign says like I love you Huntrix or something like that. Absolutely. 100%. Everyone. That would be fun. See, it would be such a fun painting. I think I skipped some of the messages. Oh, I did not. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Nacho. Yeah, and Aunt Gamer, if you want to explain the plot of Deadpool and Wolverine, uh, I like that movie. That was a great movie. Oh my gosh. Just all the Deadpool movies, super solid. It's funny because when I first saw the first Deadpool movie, I like knew nothing about him at all. I just knew he was a superhero, and it was during my Marvel hype. So, of course, I had to go see the movie. And I won't lie, the breaking the fourth wall caught me really off guard. At first, I was like, oh no, this is not gonna be like I was kind of like, I don't know about this. But as the movie went on, I was like, okay, I love the fourth wall break. Never mind of what I thought. Scratch that. And I just loved everything about the first movie, and Deadpool instantly became one of my favorite superheroes. Um, Even if you consider him that, just one of my favorites and one of my favorite movies. And of course, when the second movie came out, that didn't disappoint. And the third movie, again, didn't disappoint. I was laughing so hard during the whole third movie. I was just laughing, crying. It was so good. Just, I hope that there's more Deadpool movies to go. But I hope that they never lose their spark either. Oops, I got a text. It might be important. Let me see. Oh, okay. I have to respond to this message real quick. It's nothing like dramatic or anything. We're all good. It's just, sorry, I hate doing this. Okay. Sweet. Text message sent off. And back to painting. So I also made going back to the attention of the shrimp, I made like that darker kind of pinkish color, and I'm going to use that for the tail of the shrimp. There we go. And then I add some white in there to make it add more contrast. It looks like I need to do the light up there too. Oh, too much paint on my brush. Sometimes I only need little amounts. There we go. All right, what's going on here? Wait, what game are we talking about here? Hold on. I think I skipped way more messages than I thought. I was like, I'm good. Oh, talking about Fortnite. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. I've never played Fortnite. I just know it for the memes. That's pretty much it. I know it for the memes. And I don't know, I feel like it's one of those games where you either really like it or you really don't like it. It's like, but there's no in between. Hey, and if you like it and you like to play it, go for it. If you don't like playing it, well, there's so many other games out there to play. Does it matter? Not really. There's so many other games. Have fun playing another one. So many different kinds of games. Gosh. And all right. So did one side of the shrimp. You can see how much it's come alive now. Like, hold on, look at the contrast since we almost have this like split two-face effect on this shrimp. The difference between first layer and second layer. I love it. I don't know. I find it satisfying. Oh my gosh. Yes. I agree with you, Win, right there. I like Repo too. Repo's fun. But gosh, I can't breathe through that game. Like, and it always catches you off guard too. Like, you'll be doing just fine, like collecting items. And I will say, I like searching for stuff. I kind of like exploring and searching and finding. Um, but then when you run into a monster, it's completely freak out and oh my gosh. I panic, which is probably not a surprise. And then I can't I once you see the monster too, like I don't know. I don't breathe the rest of the game. But it's fun. Don't play often though. Very busy doing my art and but the little chances that I do get, that's all good. Have fun. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Nacho, I think you've been like to higher levels than me, or have at least seen it. I have not seen very high levels. Like, I haven't gotten that far. But also, I haven't played very much, so. Oh man, it turns into a war zone. Can only imagine. See, also, too, I am not very good at defending myself in that game. That's also like something I find myself that I run into. Even in like normal, like, I guess I call them normal games, but a lot of games are normal. Um, even any like games with teamwork and you're supposed like first person shooters, like hence like Valorant or even Overwatch, I was still not very good at defending myself. That's why I usually became like a support person. I know it sounds dumb too because on Valorant my main's Jet, which is she's meant as like first fighter, like front row, like in your face. I think it's because I learned the game on Jet and I just have so much fun as her. I also like I can be a little gremlin when playing her. Like I'm that Jet that would jump onto boxes and hide in a corner and wait for like someone to come by, and then I would like um get them, or like just I kind of like sat and wait. Not your traditional jet kind of person. And there were some nights where I'm like, I am just not good playing good as jet at all. So I would switch over to Killjoy, and I think that's when I like, because Killjoy, she is more someone where you can play a little bit more as a support. And I kind of liked it too. I liked that, like her turret and her alarm bot. It's almost like if you put them in the right places and you can protect your enemy, it's like you have extra people on your team. I mean, that turret really could be used as like an extra person if you place it right. Anyways, it's been a long time since I've played Valorant. Oh damn. Well, it sounds like we got some support people in here and some non-supports people in here. You know, like I don't know. I think that's why it's so important to have different classes of characters, cuz like kind of relating to just everyone here in the chat. Um and what I'm reading is, yeah, like everyone has different play styles, so it is nice to have a variety of different classes. So because not everyone fits into one cookie cutter mold. Not everyone can be a support person. Not everyone can be like a controller or um, damage. Like, you know, like if we're going back to Valorant, I learned really quickly that I am not a good control person. I am, and that kind of goes for any class of fighter who really controls the environment and really like observes the enemy and stuff. I am bad at that. Mm-mm. Like trying to control what your enemy can and cannot see. Nope. I always realize it after, and it's kind of funny. Like there would always be moments where I'd be like, "Oh, I should have done this or I should have done that," but it's already too late to make those split-second decisions. So nope. Not good at that. And see, that's cool, Nacho. That's cool that you can like play all aspects of different characters. Like you can kind of play all the classes. I think that's a skill within itself to just be like, yeah, I can play any class. That's cool. Here we go. See the little shrimp? It's coming together. It's looking good, looking tasty. There we go. And still doing good on time, too. I knew the shrimp was gonna definitely take some time. But yeah, there we go. Just because I know how many details I want to put it in and like really paying attention to the shapes and the colors. This is also why I like oil paint, is because see, I can kind of like just push the paint around. But what's the problem with this is you gotta be really careful not to get it too muddy. Don't want it to get too unreadable or look like an orange blob. Want it to still look like, you know, the tasty shrimp that it is. You know, I want you to feel hungry when looking at this painting. Don't want to be like, what is that weird orange thing? What is that? What I am really enjoying about these sushi rolls is the play of color. I love all the bright colors. And yes, I'm brightening them up a bit more because food looks better if it's like the color contrast is up. That's something that I have found. I know I was talking a little bit about it yesterday, like anime food, why anime food looks so good. Yeah. I like your scout cosplay, Nacho. I know you've showed me pictures of it, and it's so fun. It's cute. It's a cute cosplay. Sorry if I'm like a little quiet because I'm like kind of getting way too into this painting right now. Like just very concentrating. Like just concentrating on the colors and the shapes and uh, I'm one of those people that I love to get lost in my painting when I'm painting it. Like sometimes that just feels so good to kind of just, I kind of go into this like time warp of my own world and work on. And then all I'm thinking about is my painting, and then that's it. And the phone is silent. I have either movie, like a comfort show, or music. And I kind of just like take a break from the world and just paint. That always feels so nice. I would say this shimp's coming along. It's coming along. It's so cute too. Wait, what was the fan animation? Oh no, you're good, Win. No need to apologize. Even in the chat, sometimes I try not to miss messages, but sometimes I do. Um, I'm not familiar who this character is. I am not familiar. But now I'm curious, Win, of who you're talking about. Yeah, send me a photo. I'm curious. All right. Sounds good, Ant Gamer. Thank you for stopping by. It's always good to have you here. And go get yourself some yummy food. See you later this week. I'll be streaming again on Friday. So, yeah. All right. Bye bye for now. Oh my gosh. I have so many cause plans too. When I'm very curious of who it is. Here we go. I still need to add a few more things to the tail and that kind of thing, but here, so it's not so upside down the whole time. It's looking good, I would say. It's coming together. Yeah. All right. Ooh, Isaac, good question. Coffee or tea? I like both. I know that there's a lot of people who prefer one or the other, and it's pretty like like decided, but for me, I am I don't know, I like both. I really like both tea and coffee. I will say though, I only have coffee in the morning and I'll only have 1 cup. The caffeine, if I have too much caffeine, it actually spikes my anxiety. So can't do that. Um, so I'll have, that's why I like my coffee mug also is so small. It's just a little bit of coffee. And then that's it. That's all I get. um, but tea, I can drink that throughout the entire day. I'll always be sipping on tea. I like tea a lot. And I like all kinds too. I don't have like just one specific favorite or one that I don't like. Like, I kind of like it all. Not picky. So both. Yeah. Tea is so good. There we go. And I think that for some of the highlights of this shrimp and some of the darker parts, I'm going to add in later as a third layer. But as for now, I think it looks pretty good. It looks bright and vibrant. And I'm really happy with how it's turning out, where this painting is going. So see, even though the shrimp still looks mainly orange with these little highlights of pink, it doesn't make it, it kind of breaks up that orange a little bit. And it's so slight. I don't think anyone would ever point it out, but it's still there. See, it's always those little slight adjustments that like really make the painting. Whenever working on art, like don't cut corners. Do it right all the way through. It makes a difference. Go. Yeah, I get that feeling, Isaac, especially when you're really tired and the couch is super comfy. Yeah, take a nap. Take a nap on the couch then. Ooh. Uh, that we can change the dragons. Now, you've always been able to change the dragons. I know yesterday Ka posted the link of how to, but I want to add a wedge at the bottom of my stream. You know how it's like it shows my stream and then you can scroll down and it shows my bio, and I should have the option of putting wedges. I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to set that up though so you can change your little dragons and customize your little avatars if you want to. I want to expand on that. I'm still new, so I don't know how to do it. But come to, yeah, it's soon to be. I'll have all that available. I would like to. I have so many other things I want to add, like interactive things with the stream too. I don't know how to open up those functions, so I'm gonna figure that out. Because I think it'd be fun. I know it'd be fun for everyone. But yeah. All right, so now underneath the shrimp is kind of like this, I don't know, I think it's some kind of ground up fish. I I think it's like a rice kind of fish mixture or something. But it's in a yellowy kind of color. So I want to, that's what I'm going to be working on next. Yeah, Isaac, raise a little pet dragon. That would be cute. That would be so cute. So, as dragon lore goes, apparently you have to keep the baby dragon egg in an open fire, like the fireplace. And because that's like a similar temperature to what dragon mothers keep their nest at. And so you have to constantly keep that fire going. Apparently, that's how dragon lore, that's what's said in dragon lore. There was a book that I really liked when I was a little kid, and I don't remember the name of it. It's not the Dragonology book. It's not that one. I know it sounds like that, which I really liked as a little kid too. And I didn't have the big coffee table one. I had the little miniature one that was like a normal book size and was kind of like a condensed version of that coffee table one. But there was another book, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was about a boy who actually raised a baby dragon. Like, he somehow came across this egg. I think he found it in like a magic shop or something. He bought it, and turned out it was a real dragon, and he had to care for it and everything. And I remember there was some kind of conflict that someone was like looking for the dragon egg or something like that. And but it was such a cute story. I don't remember what it was called. Otherwise, I would recommend it. Yeah, Pete's Dragon? No, it's not Pete's Dragon. I know what you're talking about, Nacho. It's not that. It was a book that wasn't popular. Like it was something that no one really knows. Even though that does actually sound like the plot of Pete's Dragon, but it's not. It was never made into like a movie or a series or anything. And I think there was like a couple of books too. I think there was like three, but I think I only read the first one. And I remember on the cover, the dragon was like red. Aww, that would be cute, Isaac. I bet a baby dragon would like to go get ice cream with you. I should do some more dragon paintings. You know, it's funny, even with my love of dragons, and yes, I have dragon tattoos, I don't do many paintings of dragons, and I should. I should do more. Teach the dragon how to play video games. I wonder how that would go. Maybe it'd be good. That'd be cute. Think about it, he'd be a warm companion to cuddle with on the couch. All right, so it's unfortunately getting a little too muddled. That's okay. I'll just go back in with like highlights and more details on the third layer. Um, which that is okay. There is nothing wrong with that, and it happens. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That would be cute. Like alternate universe, all the characters are in a modern day world. I think that's what I know DreamWorks did make a series kind of like that, but I don't think it was very good. I don't think it went anywhere. And I don't remember the name of it, but it was supposed to be like these kids that it was the How to Train Your Dragon universe, and like the bridge reopened of the dragons, and some kids discovered it and it was like 1,000 years later or something like that. I don't know. I read the plot and I was like, I don't know about this. And it's very like very little kid. It's honestly, I don't know why they took the name of How to Train Your Dragons. They should just made its own thing, separate thing completely. I liked Race to the Edge. That series was so good. It was so funny. Somehow edgier than the movies with the humor. I don't know, since it was a series, they could get away with a little bit more than the movies. I don't know. It was funny. Hmm. Oh, really? I didn't know that when that you uh met Hiccup's VA. That's cool. That's super cool. I know, which is so funny. It like Fawn and Astrid, like it's funny how they swapped characters. Like they swapped both Astrid and Fawn. It's so funny. All right, and now I'm mixing up some gray to go for the rice of the roll. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, painting rice is actually very interesting. It's there's a lot of texture going on and a lot of different shadows. And there's no pattern to it, but you want to add pattern. Very interesting. Here we go. It's funny because the painting rice almost looks like scales. They kind of look like dragon scales. It looks like that or some kind of creature. It's a creature. A rice creature. Ah, thank you, Win, for reposting the Discord server. Yeah, anyone who wants to join who hasn't joined, you're more than welcome to. There we go. I'm pretty happy where this is going. Sweet. There we go. And then I'm just gonna add one here. Oh, something happened. There we go. I didn't realize, but my little chat box was not scrolled all the way down for whatever reason. There we are. All right. Got one sushi roll done. Which was half my goal for today. Wanted to get it done. There we go. Making good progress, I would say. Making some good progress. And all right, so what should I work on next? You know what? I'm gonna work on this one. I think it looks like it's like a kind of a spicy tuna. I like spicy tuna. I like just spicy sushi. If sushi is spicy, then I like it. That's my favorite kind. Gotta be spicy. All right, so I need some more of these colors within here, so I'm gonna get some more burnt sienna. There we go. Here it is. Add that to my palette. Yes, try to collect the stars. Get all the stars for the dragons. And taking a little bit of white and orange and burnt sienna. Mixing those together. Try to get more of this spice, like I'm kind of doing the darker tones for this spicy tuna. There we go. Yep. I think you spelt it right, Lynn. It's Sienna. So yeah, you spelt it right. Yay! You win the spelling bee. Art edition. Yay. Mm. So as for this one, it almost looks like the highlights. I know I put more yellows here, but it looks like the highlights are going to be more the pinky colors that I had mixed and used in the shrimp. So I'm going to go in with my highlights. There we are. I know, it looks so weird. It looks like fake. It looks like Play-Doh right now. So this sushi roll is the Play-Doh sushi roll. It tastes very salty and not good. And then I'm gonna go back in with like my orange. And as I'm applying the orange, I'm kind of blending it into the pink. Blending it in. And then I'm going to go in with my burnt sienna and add in all the shadows. So this is the mixture of the burnt sienna and the orange with a little bit of white. And just blending that in. There we are. And actually I'm going to use my fluffy brush I have here and smooth out some of these shades. Yes, your gold sticker. We all need gold stickers. You know, thinking of gold stickers, I was thinking about adding to my sticker collection holographic stickers. So the company I order my stickers from also have a holographic option, but I just don't know which ones to make holographic. And I don't know if I should, like make overlap styles, like I have one style that already exists, but also make holographic one, or just those holographic ones only exist as holographic. I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun. I like the holographic style. As many of you know, if you've ever purchased any of my stickers, I give them in holographic bags and everything. Yeah, but I don't know which ones to make holographic. I don't know, maybe my like neon cyberpunk people? Maybe? Thinking about it. I don't know, I'm always thinking of ideas. I'm always cooking ideas. Oh, I'm keeping the bags. Don't worry about that one. I'm not changing my holographic bags anytime soon. No, that's something that I really enjoy is like having fun packing. And I've actually run across that people are more likely to come back and shop from you if you do have fun packing, which I think is kind of interesting. I personally have always liked it and I would have it regardless. But as like a sales thing, you almost, if having fun packing, you kind of make the whole shopping experience like you make it an experience. It's something that people will probably remember more than something that didn't have fun packing. So I think that's kind of interesting. Like it's like a psychology thing. I don't know. I find all that kind of stuff interesting. I also find it interesting of like what art does well at one show and what does better at other ones. I haven't fully cracked the code on that, but I have seen patterns. What was really popular at one show was not so popular at another one. Yeah, let me cook. I'm always cooking up ideas. That is fact. So I think for this spicy tuna, it's definitely kind of molded and got muddled into one really similar shade. But I think with I think I'll add in a like third layer and I to really have more contrast, and I think that'll be good. But I think the third layer it'll be better. Yeah. And also too, I find that like I always make it a goal for each of my shows to have at least one new thing. I want something new, even if it's like an old painting, but I made it into a new product. It's still a new product. So it definitely keeps me motivated to keep me inspired to keep creating, but also I think it keeps interesting. It keeps it interesting, you know? And so all of you never really know what to expect. Here we go. All right, so even though I added a little bit of that darker burnt sienna, it did help with the contrast. It's still not exactly where I would like it to be. I think I even need to add a little bit more red, but I think if I continue and try to add more paint, it's just gonna get muddled. So I'm gonna blend that last part that I just tapped with paint, and I am going to move on to the rice. And probably by that time, um, it'll probably be the end of the stream. I'll probably call it after I finish the rice on this roll. I know it's kind of crazy how fast time goes. Yeah, you can see here. And also there's some like little green onions on the top too, so I'll add that in later, which that'll be a nice little detail. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to bring in the green. I think it'll be good and refreshing. What the? My chair did a thing. I was like, what happened? All right, so now I'm gonna go for the rice. Okay. I gotta just do the same that I've done for all the sushi rolls. There we go. See, already, even just adding the highlighted rice, it's already taking shape. I'm glad to hear that, Nacho. That means that my painting is looking delicious, so that means that it's a success. Good. I know, I kind of want sushi now, too. I'm seeing this and like, it's looking good. I have another canvas. It's kind of like, it's long and it's like short. Um, and I want to do a sushi platter on that one so bad. Like, you know those really pretty long trays that they put the sashimi strips on? I think that would fit, like the composition of that would fit on a really long canvas so nicely. And I think it would look really pretty. Ah, ideas, 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 always, constantly. Hey, Win caught the star. Yay. There we go. Almost done. And then I'm gonna add some shadows around some of the rice right here. Just light shadows, just creating a little bit more contrast and form. Because right now it's kind of looking a little blob-like. All right, there we go. So, actually, reached my goal. Did 2 rolls today. These 2. Oh, it's Evolee! Hi, Evolee! How you doing? Oh, thank you. I know, I always layer up with all the necklaces. You catched it right at the tail end here. I was just finishing up this last roll and, yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good, Evolee. Yeah, it's been just a good chill stream. I know I have a little bit of time left. So, I have a little bit of time. Maybe I could at least get started on this one. I probably won't have time to finish it, but that's what I can do to fill the time in. I'm gonna reactivate the pink colors that I was using, but I think they mostly dried up. So I'm just adding, here I'll show you my palette of what I'm doing, not mixing off screen. I mixed some permanent rose, orange, and white into this mix to kind of make this, like, it's almost like a darker salmon color. You know, it actually looks like the color of the tuna sashimi. That's what it kind of looks like. It's a nice pinky orange, dark pinky orange. Happy little accidents. Yeah, I know, right? That always happens in all my paintings. I'm like, well, that's okay. Like I made one yesterday when I was working on Karma's jacket. So when you draw a pattern for sewing, you're supposed to reverse your pattern when going on to tracing it on the fabric because it's so you trace your pattern on the back side of your fabric so that the front that you'll see is what, like, the surface. Well, I didn't reverse my pattern, so I just went right in and started tracing and cutting, and I was like, wait a minute, my jacket's gonna end up reversed. But I'm just testing some things out of how the pattern and the details are working out, so I'm like, okay, it doesn't actually matter. It's just scrap fabric that I'm doing this on. I'm just trying to see how the details will look. So technically doesn't matter that the jacket's going to turn out reversed. Because her jacket's like asymmetrical. So it does matter, but it'll matter in the final product. Now I know better. Yeah, happy trees. Happy sushi rolls. How about that? All right, so I'm going to work on this last rose. Probably just going to do like the center today because I don't have time to really get into all the details. We'll just see how far until it's time. Here, and I'll bring this over a little bit so you can kind of see it better. There we go. That's a better viewing point. I know, right? It would look okay if it was just taking mirror selfies. I know, right? Only look at Karma and mirror selfies. That's where she looks okay. I know. And I know all of you who have been watching this, who know me for a while, know that I like flip flop things all the time. So when I'm reversing things, it's like, wait, what? What is going on? When you just send an emoji of fish, of sushi. That's funny. Good. I hope I'm making you all hungry. I'm glad everyone likes seeing the progress of the food ones so much. That makes me really happy because I actually really like painting these. Not sure what I'll work on Friday, what I'll do. I don't really have anything cosplay going on that would be fit to spit on the for the stream because I'm in a like the sewing process right now of Karma, so it's a lot of like sitting on the floor, cutting out fabric, going to the sewing machine, fixing things. Like I'm kind of moving around. It's not very a stationary process at the moment. So I guess I could continue working on painting. I don't know if you want to see continue the process of this sushi plate, or I could switch it up. I have two left of the Zodiac chibis that I could easily work on. I also have that neon face that I was working on a while ago. I'm almost done with it. Like she's so close. She has an eye and the collar left to do. That's it. So I could work on that. Or I also have a fun drink that I started. It's the pink one. I know if you've paid, I don't think I posted it on my Discord server, but if you looked at my Instagram story, I did post it there. And I think it's good for, I think it's dry enough for the final details. I could work on that one as well. This pink is very pink. It looks almost more like taffy. It looks more like candy than fish. Gonna add some red in there. I have some red right here. It didn't turn out very dark. What if I just add some darker permanent rose in there? Ooh. Hold on, I think I might have figured something out. I think I need definitely some more red though. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Sometimes art is just really about all the experimenting. See what works, what doesn't work. Yeah. Well, it's already time. I knew I wasn't gonna finish it, but it started. So I can just stop it there, and maybe on Friday I will continue on the sushi plate. I think I'm on a good roll right here. On a good roll. No pun intended, huh? And I can continue working on it. Yeah, it's looking really pink. I think I need more red, for sure. Same nacho, hungry for sushi. Yeah, I think I need to definitely add more red, but that can be next time. Not to worry. And that's what's cool about painting is that if you don't like it, you can just paint right on top of it. It's no big deal. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, so here you go. Oh, before I go, I will show you the pink drink that I'm working on. Yeah, right over here. I'll scooch this aside for a minute. Here's the pink drink that I started. It's just the first layer. And I have to still add in more details. I'm going to add a little bit more to the orbs. I'll add more to the rosemary. I'll deepen up the ice cubes in here. More details in the orange. Shine in the straw. But yeah. So I'm actually really, really proud of how this one's looking so far. I was really shocked how quickly I painted this. I painted it, this whole thing, almost in one day. I've never painted so fast. Which is kind of crazy. I think I was just like got hyper focused and I just kept going and going, and then that was it. Just got into a groove. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. So yeah, maybe I could work on this one as a possible option. I'll put it right over there for a sec. But yeah, back to these. Yeah, I think I made really good progress today. Thank you for everyone who joined the stream and hung out with me as I painted. It's always a good time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you, Nacho. Thank you. And I will be back Friday at the same time. So where I'll continue working on this piece, or maybe surprise with something else. But I'm thinking I'm going to continue on this one. We'll see, though. Aw, thank you, Link. Thank you. Yeah, of course. It was so much fun. Well, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on Friday later this week. All right. Bye for now. Bye.